What's up, guys? My name is Jay Weston from the Anime Plus. I'm with my partner here, Riper3333333. Do you just want to go by RJ, dude?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's just go with RJ now.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a review on Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start off by doing a summary of the whole movie. This is going to be a spoiler review, so
very much.
Be careful, okay? All right. So the movie starts off with a 2D intro, all right? After the 2D intro, it goes into Dr. Hero and Dr. Gero. Dr. Hero is the grandson of Dr. Gero, and then you go into Magenta. Magenta is the son of the head of the Red Ribbon Army, okay? So Dr. Hero is coerced into building Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 and Cell Max, which is the big baddie at the end.
The big baddie,
yeah. But Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are great characters, so we'll talk about that later. Their whole thing is to make... They're trying to convince Dr. Hero that Bulma and the Z Fighters are bad. Okay? So he believes them, which is a farce.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, he believes them. And after they convince them, they try and kidnap Pan to provoke Gohan. Goku and Vegeta are off-world and Whis
they're training, yep.
Yeah, with Whis and everything, along with Broly. Spoiler. And so pretty much that ends up into a big fight with Gamma 1, Gamma 2. They figure out that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are good, but
in the wrong place. Yep.
In the wrong place. There is a misunderstanding.
Yep.
But they also activate Cell Max. And when they activate Cell Max, it's the big climactic ending. There's new forms introduced.
Which we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and pretty much that's the whole summary of the whole movie. So, ratings. I give this about an 8 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, man. I thought it was good. I think they set the tone in the beginning. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm not, going to take this too seriously. But when it did get serious, it was hard for me to get into it because I was still at that goofy tone. What about you?
Gotcha.
What about you?
I did a 7 out of 10.
That's understandable.
7 out of 10. I liked a lot of the movies, but also I didn't like a few things out of the movie, which I think we're gonna get more into it, but that's my rating.
Okay, I gotcha. Pacing. I thought the pacing was great in the beginning. All right. Start off with the 2D. The 2D summary was great. Love 2D.
Great, the 2D.
If you like anime,
so
you like 2D. You don't really like CG. This CG was good, though. I like this CG.
In action.
It seemed like
action scenes, yes.
To me, this CG seemed like a game cutscene.
Ooh.
Like a long game cutscene.
All right.
Better than I expected. So I thought the pacing was bad at the end. Just specifically the fight. Fights. The fights were fine. It wasn't too serious until, Cell Max got
Gotenks was showing his butt this whole time.
Yeah, man. I'm just like, how can I take this seriously when Gotenks is fat?
Exactly.
And he shows his butt. I'm like, come on now, dude.
They should not have done that one.
Yeah, no, they should have done that. They should have either kicked him away and he's kind of
defused.
Yeah, if he defused, that'd have been great. But yeah, that's my pacing. What about you?
I completely agree with you on that. I think that it was supposed to be a serious moment of Piccolo getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
So beat. They even showed blood that they haven't done for a long time.
Man, you haven't seen blood in Super the entire show.
Exactly.
I think that they showed blood.
They did show it in Dragon Ball Z, but depending on the dub, not the dub, but the animation stuff like that, they might have changed it for something else. But my thing is how can I take this so seriously if I see Goten's fat butt all the time?
Exactly.
And they make sure that you can see it, just like Bulma's butt.
Okay. You know what was crazy? Is Bulma got a BBL. She wished for a BBL.
Basically.
Jesus, man, that was crazy. I thought that was hilarious. And that was the reason why I didn't take it so seriously and I gave this an 8, But, all right. What about what you liked and didn't like about the movie?
So, I like the transformations.
Yeah.
Right? Piccolo gets a new transformation, which is Orange Piccolo, I guess.
Orange Piccolo.
Yeah. Then we go with the new transformation of Gohan. I don't know if it still has a name, an official name, which is, I believe, is Beast Gohan.
Yeah.
It's like a fusion of his ultimate form with I don't know. I feel like a power up because it doesn't feel completely Saiyan-ish.
Right.
I feel like it's a combination, just like him being half and half, right? So I think it's just a really great transformation for Gohan.
Yeah.
So I love about that. I did not like that it's again a other big guy.
Yeah.
Hidorgan and what's the name of
Hatchy Jack or Hatchy Yak?
exactly?
Yeah. Hatchy
Almost a lot of the sea fighters gonna fight him. They can't or whatever or something like that. And then the main protagonist, which is Gohan this time, but usually Goku, does a Kamehameha or whatever it is, and then beats it.
Yak. Yeah.
That's my thing. It's like, do something else.
But
This
he-
could have been a really, really good bad guy.
He did though do the special beam cannon at the end. And I did like that. And it's funny is because they still kept the little gag tone. He was like, I practiced that, you know.
I practiced that in my off time.
Yeah, when I'm alone. You know, I don't practice in front of you.
But Gohan's always admired Piccolo.
Yeah, he
So
always
it
did.
makes sense.
What's funny is that they're really close in age too.
Yeah.
They
But
really-
we all know who's Gohan's real father.
Yeah.
It's Piccolo.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We all know that. Oh, yeah, there's no discussion. for that. Oh, but before what you said about the white hair
Yeah.
and the red eyes. So, a little history on Toriyama. Remember before, I think it was in the podcast, maybe a podcast we done recently. He made the character of Super Saiyan, and he didn't really establish the color when he first created it.
Yeah.
It was just, he didn't want to draw the ink. He didn't want to do the ink.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And it was clear or, you know, not pigmented. So before he decided it was going to be yellow, he made it to where it was white. And
Right.
originally it had red eyes as well. So
Which
maybe
is
that's going back to like,
Gotcha.
you know, a Super Saiyan roots.
And you know
what I
this
mean?
is crazy because in Spanish, Spanish ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
We call this Super Saiyan Gohan Blanco.
Yeah,
So-
I know about that. Yeah.
So it kinda-
that's old, man.
it's
Yeah, you're showing
like,
your- you're
Dragon Ball Alpha.
You're showing your age there.
Like Dragon Ball Alpha.
Alpha. Was it AF?
AF, yeah.
AF, yeah, AF.
We
was crazy.
for some reason we said Alpha all the time.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
Dragon
I
Ball
mean-
Alpha. Yeah, and with that, we go into how Piccolo has changed. Now we know that Piccolo is not as evil as he used to be, right?
Right.
But what in the heck is up with him being so soft on Pan?
Pan's a girl.
All right,
Pan's a girl.
She's still a Saiyan.
Yeah, she is.
Okay,
insane.
so
He throws her into the rocks and she like breaks the rocks. And he's like, "Are you okay?"
exactly. If it was Gohan, he would be like, "Get up, cause I'm about to attack."
Yeah. Dodge.
Yeah, dodge, let's go.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think that throughout the years, you know, he kind of changed for one, and then he absorbed Nail,
Okay.
which was pure-hearted because all Namekians are inherently pure-hearted.
Yeah.
And then he fused with Kami, which was, you know, the good version of himself. So I think that influenced him a lot, and he's also grown.
That makes sense.
With himself being Piccolo,
Yeah.
the evil version of Piccolo. So he kind of grew out of this. Now he's just a good guy. Yeah, he's a good guy.
I get that, but this is like the meme that I saw of like how your parents treated you versus how they treat like your kids.
Their grandchildren.
Yeah, like I was like, if that was me, I would have been slapped a long time ago.
Exactly, dude.
But with that, I did like how they to pose another question. How is it how the world of Dragon Ball will be, right? If there was no Goku or Vegeta, because they're Saiyans, right? So Saiyans are not immortal.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to die of old age. They might keep that young body and get ready for like battle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they're not immortal. They are going to die.
Yeah.
So I like how they kind of explored that
Right.
to where like, guess what? Vegeta and Goku are not here. Fix it.
And not necessarily die. Like, they don't have to necessarily die. They can just be off on a different planet, just like Beerus's planet, or somewhere else doing something else.
True.
You know, that's universe altering, because that's their power now. They're in a different tier now. They're universal. Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan,
Yeah.
and you know Krillin. Not even Krillin, to be honest, because Krillin, maybe like Trunks and Goten. Pan,
definitely.
Pan now. You know, they're in that second tier.
Gotcha.
And they have to be like the street level characters, man. They got to be like Daredevil and Spider-Man, handle those street level threats,
Yeah.
which
Luke
is
Cage.
world level threats. But yeah,
No, I completely get you on that.
yeah.
But I don't know. I think it was a good way to kind of like, oh, it's not up to Goku and Vegeta again.
Yeah, but you notice that it's a trend, man. Because in Revival of F, it's about the same thing. They had to stall Frieza for a very, very long time, and that was the chance for Gohan to be like, "Hey, I'll be the one to protect
up.
everything."
Yeah.
But then you kind of know he was like slacking on his training. He ain't got no muscles no more. He got little baby twigs, little baby arms. I'm just like, man, see. But now it's different because pretty much the same exact thing happened. It's not Frieza, but the same exact thing happened.
Yeah.
But he
Rose to the occasion.
Rose to the occasion. So
Yeah.
I do think that his character is coming back with that it being forced or not. But
I think the best way to go with this is to have Gohan just have that mentality of being the protector of Earth.
yeah.
Goku is more like I want to fight and stuff like that.
Yeah. Or be
Have-
the protector of the universe, Universe and
but then
Earth.
just have
Tier.
Gohan,
Different tiers.
right? Just have Gohan. It's very easy. Protect your family. That's
There
all.
you go.
That's all they gotta do. That should be motivation enough
Totally
for
his
Gohan.
fault too. It's his fault, man. Because he, like, in the movie, it literally says, like, why do I need to get stronger? When my dad and
Oh,
Vegeta.
I forgot about that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And Piccolo literally, I looked at him. I was like, man, if I can talk to
Slap
him
him.
right now,
Slap him.
Shut the shit on. I was about to do it through the screen. But let's move on a little bit and go to something else. Their forms compared to Goku and Vegeta's. Their forms being Piccolo Orange Piccolo,
Orange, yeah.
and Gohan Beast. Let's call it for now.
Yeah. So I don't think they're as powerful
Definitely.
as Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego,
Yeah,
which is gonna be the manga, but I'm sure they'll bring it back soon.
bring it back. Yeah,
I do not think it is powerful. I think it's very powerful. Don't get me wrong.
yeah. As powerful. It's not,
I don't think anybody else can beat him. Like I think
definitely not. No.
I think now Gohan might have a good standing chance to fight Jiren. Might not win,
Yeah.
but it's gonna hold out way better than if he would have done it in power in the Tournament of Power.
But we got some good information about that too, about Jiren. Remember in the
Yeah,
movie,
I forgot.
Goku pointed out and said like it was his control and how he used his power. It wasn't that necessarily he was stronger.
True.
It was that he used his power more
At the last second, he lets it out.
intentionally.
Yeah.
Like how Goku in the Tournament of Power he used Kaioken, or no, during Frieza's thing when he fought Frieza the first time on Namek, he used Kaioken for like instances so he can preserve his strength.
Yep.
That's how Jiren was using his full strength, And during that time where he explained that in the movie, Goku, Vegeta and him fought, right? And Vegeta, who noticed that? I think Whis noticed that. It's like, oh, he's fighting different. He's
Yeah.
more defensive, and
Yep.
he's waiting to strike, right?
Yep.
So,
Which I think is pretty good.
that concept right there is just like, okay, now it changes a lot. Now it's not just, oh, he's just more powerful than me. Now it's just like, oh, it's intent. Like now everybody's kind of even, and they're just the way they're using it.
Thank God, because this power
Exactly.
scaling, holy
Ridiculous.
moly!
It's a nightmare, dude. Nightmare.
Oh.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like infinite.
Yeah.
Infinite.
There's no cap. There's no cap anymore.
No cap. No cap.
Yep, no cap. So with that, right, we go into last scene after credits. Vegeta finally beating Goku.
Exactly. How is this the only time he's ever beaten Goku?
You know what? I don't think is the only time. I think during training, it's kind of like he wins one, Vegeta wins one, Goku wins one, Vegeta wins one. But as far as showing in the scene, showing to everybody,
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
And I think that was a tiebreaker too. I think that was like,
Ooh,
I
nice.
think Vegeta won last time, and they like, oh, they're even. And then like Vegeta won again. And it was like, oh,
like-
I finally beat Kakarot.
Yep.
Like
This proves it.
this proves it. Yeah, I loved it as a Vegeta fan.
Yep.
Loved it, man. I finally get to see Vegeta win, even if it's by like an inch.
Yeah, I don't
You
care.
remember what Vin Diesel said in Fast and the Furious? By an inch or by a mile, a win is still a win. That's not the
Still
exact quote
is
though.
a
but, hey,
win.
a win is a win, man. So that concludes our review for Dragon Ball Super Superhero.
Remember, guys, to follow us in all our social media platforms. They're all at the links below. Go ahead and drop a comment. We would love to interact with all of you.
Yeah, man. Just remember, Riper 33 is dead. Now we have Orange.
You haven't even seen my final form.
Okay, man. Relax.
Oh.